Good evening, my hearties. Dinky-Doo. It's just me, Scottie McClue. I thought I'd say a quick hi to you and see what's happening out there. So welcome to Scottie McClue Live. This is the big one. We are, of course, streaming on TikTok and YouTube, and we've just started at, what's the time? 5:39, so 20 to 6, coming up 20 to 6, say to you, on Sunday evening, Sunday the 24th today. Yes, indeed. And welcome. I say, there's Emery giving me a smile. Dinky-Doo, Emery. Lovely to have you with us. Tell 10 to tell 10 to tell 10 to tell 10 that Scottie McClue is live just for you, saying Dinky-Doo with the world's top talk show. This is the big one. Get tapping, everybody. All the likes coming on there. We've got 50 likes already, and we've just started this second. How good is that? Tell 10 to tell 10 to tell 10. Hello, Scottie. Is it evening or afternoon? Well, Donny, it's certainly afternoon, so we can tick that box, but I would say evening as well. Does evening not start at 5 o'clock? Or does it start at 6? Emery says, hope you had a great weekend. I've had a fantastic weekend, Emery, and so much to talk about and so little time to do it in. All right, Scottie, big man. Hello, Rab. Excellent. Guys, remember to tell me where you're watching from. That's the most important thing. Always let me know where you're watching from. Can I get a shout out from my friend Kivo the G? Yes, Kivo the G. Dinky-Doo from Scottie McClue. I say to you, hi, Scottie, says the lovely Susan. Susan's just joined us on the YouTube channel. I'm watching from my house. I know, Rab, but your house is in Glasgow. Is that right? So there you are. Dinky-Doo, I say to you, oh, my goodness me. We've set up a logo. Scottie McClue is always free of charge, but there's a small goal there if you fancied it. So there you are. There's Winnie just joined us. Dinky-Doo, Winnie. PB. Coatbridge. Fantastic. There we are. About the same size as the Vatican City, but a lot more Roman Catholic. Am I correct? Love your dialect, watching from Germany. We love having you on from Germany. Nicht Deutsche sprechen. Ich bin ein Ausländer, nicht verstehen. But so lovely to have you with us. Dinky-Doo. Are you going to watch UFC 294? When does it start? I can tell you, the wonderful Neil O'Gornley, I think you know where I'm watching from, Scottie. Yes, Neil is a Paisley man, but he's watching from Bournemouth. Is that not amazing? Neil, is it Bournemouth they've got the political conference on at the moment? There we are. Little Ireland, Scottie, so they say. Lovely to have you with us, Little Ireland. Coatbridge, Little Ireland. We love it. Guys, get following as soon as you come on. We haven't time to muck about, so make sure you're following. Why does the portrait in the back look like somebody from Harry Potter? Well, that's because maybe I'm from Harry Potter. I might be Professor Dumbledore. There you go, fantastic. Wally says he's a crackpot. Wow, what does that mean you do, Wally? What does a crackpot do? So there you are. Good to have you on, though. Crackpot accepted on here. Yes, the Lib Dems. I thought so, Neil. I saw a picture on the news, and the sea is looking a bit wild, but very nice. Hey, Scottie, love from Balloch in Loch Lomond. We love you in Balloch in Loch Lomond. Dinky-Doo, I say to you. Follow us as soon as you can, guys. Love you, Scottie. Thank you so much. That's very, very kind of you. Tell 10 to tell 10. Can everybody get tappity tap on their phones? Everybody watching, tap, tappity tap, so that we can see how many likes we can get. Yesterday we did about 10,000 in one live. Now that's amazing. Wally says, you're a man pot. A man pot? Wow. So is that different from your crackpot, Willie? Watching from the main street in Brigton, Scottie. We love Brigton. Fantastic. Dinky-Doo. Lovely to have everybody with us, of course. If you're watching on the YouTube channel, please subscribe. That's a beautiful jumper, Scottie. Giza shot. It's a lovely, lovely jumper. A lovely lady bought it for me. What do you think of Russell Brand? Well, I mean, I think he's a terrific character. And, I think he's getting the finger pointed at him at the moment. I don't know if it's being used as a distraction to other things that are happening. I mean, we had an online safety bill the other day, but most people that I read speak very highly of Russell Brand. And I don't think there should be any judgment unless we find out that he's done something that he shouldn't have done, that sort of stuff. So, and I also don't like this kind of anonymity from accusers, I think we maybe need to look at the law there. And if you're accusing somebody, then you can't do it anonymously. Have you ever met Russell Brand? No, I haven't. That's something I haven't had. From Birmingham, the Bankrupt Council, says Rabbit. Yes. How did they manage to do that? You must have to be pretty duff to bankrupt a whole city, I say to you. Mind you, the party in power are doing very well, almost bankrupting the country, and more importantly, bankrupting all the people. So there you have it. We don't like that, although there's been a big sea change. Something's happened right up at the top, guys. I could tell you. Now, who have we got here? There's Dills. Dills, lovely to have you with us. And Dills has written something that looks like suddenly. I don't quite know. Maybe Dills is struggling with this spelling. I think there's a lot more out there, Scotty, more than him. It will come out in the washing. Oh, I think so, Rab. All comes out in the wash, dear boy. Which city are you in? Well, I'm not in a city, but I'm on the west coast of Scotland. So I suppose the nearest city would be Glasgow. God bless. Have a lovely day. Thank you, Ron. Lovely to have you with us. And a big dinky-do from me, Scottie McClue. There we have it. Tell 10 to tell 10. I'm going to share this, guys, to let the Facebookers know that we are live. I think that's very important. So I'll just pop that Scotty is live now. Have Labour announced they'll rejoin the EU if in power? No, they haven't. So that's interesting. What are you having for your dinner, mate? Dylan, I'll tell you, I think we'll have something nice. There's the phone going. You're live at Scotty's phone in. Who's that?
DINKY-DOO, time capsule.
DINKY-DOO from the time capsule. Thank you very much. That's very kind of you. There we are. Now, I'm just going to share this. I'll say that Scotty is live now. Scotty live now. Scotty live. Yes. Now. On YouTube. Yes. And TikTok. Yes, that's fine. And TikTok. So we'll send that through. Scotty live now on YouTube and TikTok. And that's gone through to the Facebookers, guys. I think that's pretty good. You're live on Scotty's phone in. Who's that? There we are. A wee dafty. Right. Not a problem at all. We don't mind. Fantastic. Now, there we go. Who have we got here? You're live on Scotty's phone in. Who's that? Hey. Hello, China. Fantastic stuff. Right. That's him. Now, I'm having beef, says Dylan. Well, a Sunday night roast beef is very nice. I might have a wee fillet steak and an egg. I was thinking about that. That would be quite nice for a Sunday evening, but we'll see how we go. We might just have a banana. Have a banana. If you've just joined us, a very, very warm welcome. You're watching Scottie McClue. We are, of course, live on the Biggie. Hello, Matt, DINKY-DOO. Lovely to have you with us. We're never sure what some of these comments, cryptic comments, they don't make sense. Now, what's happening here? Can everybody follow, guys? If you haven't followed Scottie McClue, then please do so right now. If you haven't followed Scottie McClue, please get up and do it now. It just means moving your finger to the top left of your phone and clicking the plus sign. Scotty, thoughts on how EA added into FC24? Where can you hear Rangers fans sing God Save the King? Well, they sang God Save the Queen. Did they not, God Save the King? Did they not defeat some ban recently? So there you have it. Do you like the Paris buns? Oh, do I like the Paris buns? No. I love the Paris buns. Sometimes I wake up in the morning and feel like cornflakes. Then I think that's not right. Very good, Rab. I love this, guys. Some comments in the live were filtered to protect the community's experience. So every wee troll's been booted down the Swanee. There were, why would I say that? Chazza. Yes, it's funny people on TikTok go, say this, say that. Why would I say that? So there you have it. So what have you? Chazza, any more spamming? I'll have to mute you. So there we are. Give me an animal to edit. So there we are. An animal. The fox. I'm bored, says Lux. Right, off you go, Lux. Well, you should join us here and then your boredom will disappear. I say to you, that's what it's all about. Let's just check what's happening on the YouTube channel. Wonderful. Right. Sunday Numpty's calling today. Neil, you will always get an Numpty calling. You show them a phone number, they'll ring it. What's your favourite park in Scotland? Do you mean like a national park? I mean, I love all the Scottish parks. I love the Botanic Gardens in Glasgow. I love, what else do I love? There's so many lovely, lovely parks. Kelvin Grove Park is another beautiful park to have a walk in on a summer's day. The Trossachs, says Julie. Absolutely. There we are. Dinky-Doo, Scotty. Happy Sunday. Matt, why on earth would I say that? I like your makeup today. Good one, Esme, because I don't have any on. This is the way my lips look. That's the way my cheeks look. Fantastic. If you've just joined us on the YouTube channel, please subscribe and a very, very warm welcome. West End Park. View Park. There we are. That's a nice one as well. And there's a big one out in the south side. What's that called? It's got the waterfall and everything. That'll come back to me. Fantastic. Now, Chazza, you're spamming me, so I'm going to mute you because we don't do that rubbish. All right. So Chazza is getting muted, guys. How long do we mute him for? The whole show? No, we'll mute him for 5 minutes till he cools off. There we are. Right, Chaz is muted for spamming. Queen's Park. Yes, a very nice park, Queen's Park. Glasgow's got more parkland than any city in the world. It's fantastic. Rooken Glen Park, that's the one I was thinking of. Dinky-Doo. Now, Alfie, what we'll do is give you a lifetime ban because only a halfwit would ever post anything like that. Guys, lifetime ban for Alfie. Are we all agreed democratically? Right? Have a look at Alfie and say lifetime ban. Or do we mute him? Do we mute him for the whole show? He is a bit of an idiot, I have to say. Well, maybe mute him for the whole show. So there you are. That's him gone. Right? Absolutely. So that's the end of that. Now, Mr. Martin. Oh, Celtic Park, says Neil. There's a favourite park. Hampden Park. Ibrox Park. Is Ibrox known as Ibrox Park? I'm sorry, Scotty. No, you've gone, Alfie. It's cheerio. There we go. I'll say to you. Now, guys, remember not to post anything completely insane on here because you'll just get a lifetime ban. Tyne Castle, says Ryan. Strathclyde Park, says Rab. Now, Rab, am I right in thinking Strathclyde Park, out near Motherwell, Hamilton, and between Hamilton and Motherwell, is that the old grounds of Hamilton Palace? That's what we need to know. Scotty, have you ever tried frog's legs? I find them delicious, dipped in seasoned flour, deep fried in a sprinkle of balsamic. No, Mr. Martin. Has anybody else ever tried frog's legs? I do remember being in a French restaurant and somebody asked the waiter if he had frog's legs, and he said yes. He said, well, could you leap over the counter and get us a shandy? Tell me the history of Hamilton Palace, Scotty. Heard it was bigger than Buckingham Palace. Yes. Hamilton Palace was the largest country house in the United Kingdom. And it was, I think it was 1929, it was fully demolished. Or maybe 1921. And it was absolutely huge. Do you like Pollock Park? Yes, I do. Absolutely love Pollock Park. And they'd undermined it with the coal mining workings, because obviously in those days, pre-vesting day and 1st of January 1948, all the mines were privately owned. Did you go to St Andrews University? No, I went to Glasgow University, the world's top university. Yes, indeed. The hypnotist. Yes, you're absolutely right, Mendoza. Hello, Scotty. Good to see you again. Enjoying your weekend, Lena. I am loving my weekend. Fantastic, I say to you. Now, we're very, very short on followers today. I can't understand why everyone has not followed. I've got 2,500 likes. Thank you for that. The voice of reason. Makeup would certainly enhance your looks and stop you feeling you're only socially acceptable during the Halloween festivities. You should cogitate over it. Mr. Voice of Reason. I think you should just cogitate full time. Fantastic. We don't require makeup. We used to wear it on the telly with the old cameras to take the shine off when I was reading the news for ITV. Yes. Are there 3 Scottish Americans? If so, what state? Now, what are we talking about? How do you mean 3 Scottish Americans? I don't understand. Do you mean are there 3 Scottish states? Dinky-Doo, Scotty, Trucker Dave, Dinky-Doo. Pardon me, there's a lot of southern states. Evening Fatal, Bolton, Scotty, just getting on after 5 night shifts. Well, not too much here, sir lad. Scotty tried to hypnotise. No, we did that. What's your thoughts on the XI bully getting banned? Well, is the dog absolutely 100% dangerous? There are a few that have killed people. So that's pretty dangerous. But as for a ban, is there any hope for the breed? Why have people got vicious dogs? Thoughts on Scottish independence? Well, Jamie, all you need to do is scroll. Well, you don't even need to scroll. Look at the top couple of videos on the TikTok. I think it's the second video at the top. It's been pinned there, and you'll find out all about it. What have we got here? Being killed is generally viewed as dangerous. Yes, Esme, you're 100% correct. I used to go to the Hamilton Palace, but it was for dancing. Rab, I know the Hamilton Palace very, very well. Yes, indeed. A great place. Hi, Scotty. Could you please say hi to my mum? So there we are. Oh, what a shame. GB News, you're going to have to get a lifetime ban for just being so silly. So silly. As if you think that a man with 40 years experience in television and radio is going to read out that. Dear, oh dear, oh dear. Guys, what do we do with this GB guy here? Lifetime ban or muting, or what would you say? I think a lifetime ban. Yes, GB, I think for that, it's a lifetime ban. Trying to catch Scotty out with something rude. Right, can we all shout cheerio to GB, guys? We're going to block him. There we go. There we are. He's gone. Scotty, can you please say hi? Oh, that's the one we've done. They're not vicious, it's the owners. Yeah, but it's the dog that's done the killing. So that's pretty vicious, you know. The owners might be vicious too. I'm Scotch Irish. No, you're not, Andy. You're Scots Irish. So you could take out the CH and put in an S. From Tennessee in the Great Smoky Mountains. Well, I was waltzing with my darling to the Tennessee Waltz. How beautiful to have you with us. Fantastic. We love it. So you're Scots Irish. Scotch is the drink. It is an old word, though, Andy. You know, fantastic. So there you go. Why? Yes, unique looks. Yeah, absolutely. Gone for that. I mean, just not thinking. What halfway? What's your thoughts on the Covenanters? Well, we're trying to find out if the Covenanters were in with the king or if they were in with Cromwell. But I think the Covenanters were outstanding people and very brave. And of course, the founding of the Cameronians, the Scottish Rifles, after the Reverend Richard Cameron of the Covenanters. So there we are. Are we all pro-Covenanters, guys? Tell us more. Now, DINKY-DOO, Scotty, good afternoon from Wales. Sure, I say to you, Yakida. How lovely to have you with us from Wales. Yes, were you at chapel today and did you sing in a fine tenor voice? Oh, oh, oh. Lovely, I say to you. No, Strathclyde Park's a man-made loch built in 1976, says the voice of reason. It isn't the old grounds of Hamilton Palace. The Hamilton Palace grounds is located at the retail park near to the Hamilton Mausoleum. Well, I know the retail park very, very well. Minutes from where I used to work. Hello, Miss Haley. How lovely to have you with us. And DINKY-DOO. What's your thoughts on racism? I thoroughly detest it, but I also dislike the use of the word racism for people like I can remember somebody said that they were being bullied because they were being Paisley and people were being racist to them because they were from Paisley. Where did that come from? Do you see what I mean? So a lot of people, particularly young people, misuse the term racism. Yes, the way to get rid of racism would be to make us all just the one race, the human race. And we all are from the same race. I say to you, what's happening here? DINKY-DOO. So that's my thoughts on racism. If you've just joined us, a very warm welcome. You're watching Scottie McClue and we're polite. Scotty, please, I'm sorry, baby. No, Jamie, you've done it. You know, and that's it. A ban, says Jamie. Yep. What's the most Scottish state in America? Well, I think you'd be spoiled for choice. Are there not a lot of Scots in the Carolinas? Are there not a lot of Scots in New York? Are there not a lot of Scots in Nova Scotia? I know that's Canada, North America. Are there not a lot of Scots in Calgary, in Alberta? Are there not a lot of Scots in... I'm just trying to think. What about Massachusetts? So there you are. DINKY-DOO, I say to you. Now, who have we got here? We shall find out. Lots and lots of you on here. Fantastic. Chazza says, sorry for annoying you. No problem at all. So there we are. Mr. Mendoza says, when I hypnotized, I put him to sleep. Good evening, Scotty. DINKY-DOO. Lee Fern, how lovely to have you with us. Fantastic. Is everybody watching on the YouTube channel? Have you subscribed? There we are. Dinky-Doo. Good evening, Scottie Dinky-Doo. What have we got here? Cromwell. Yes, they backed Cromwell, did they? I say to you. Chazza, you need to stop saying that now. You're beginning to spam. That's a lifetime ban. Sorry, I pressed Scottie. I'm therefore Scottie, born in Glasgow, came out of my Irish mother. Ah, Lena, excellent. Your mother was from Ireland. How very fine. There we go. Harley says, Dinky-Doo. There we are. The Covenanters actually swapped sides. So am I right in thinking that they were great royalists? And then did they back Cromwell? Because we don't like that. I said, you pardon me. I'm your biggest fan, says Mendoza. You are Mendoza. So where are you, says Benny. I'm here, Benny. How are you, boyo, says Moby. Oh, I'm fine, boyo. I lovely to hear you. There we have it. Now, Scottie, can I phone you? Yes, I'm sure you can, Chazza. Yes, indeed. Battle of Dunbar was the Covenanters versus Cromwell. Yes, but was there not also Johnny Cope? Yes, was that not Dunbar? Cope sent a message frae Dunbar saying, Charlie, meet me if you dare, and I'll show you the art of war if you'll meet Johnny Cope in the morning. You know, Scottie, tell us a joke. I went into the doctor's. He said, yes. I said, can you help me out? He said, which way did you come in? Dinky-Doo. So who have we got here? Thoughts on the IRA? Nobody has any thoughts on the IRA these days. They need to be completely wiped. If they ever show their head again, then America will bite it off. Anybody that puts the Good Friday Agreement in danger is in huge danger themselves, I would say. So there you are. So no thoughts on any terrorist organizations on here. I will say it was split right down the middle. Do you know what I mean? But any organization that can blow up innocent people, never, ever, ever do we want that back again. I've heard there are a few thugs around some of the schemes dreaming, you know, and stuff like that. But no, they need to be nipped in the bud right away. Should we get rid of Holyrood? So there, why on earth would you get rid of the only asset that Scotland has at the moment, apart from its people? My goodness me, that would be like getting rid of the monarchy. Don't be ridiculous. Holyrood needs to be strengthened. Yes, we need to keep our own money. Holyrood should actually say to Westminster, look, we'll sort of put independence in abeyance if we can keep every single penny we make in Scotland and not give you anything because you've had enough over the years of just emptying Scotland's till. You see, so that would be a thought. What do you think about the far-right government in Italy? Sorry for changing the subject. I think it's very important and a very worrying subject. Well, I think, Lee Fern, any form of extremism, whether it's the far right or the far left, I think is always a risk. It's always dangerous. So I think what we need is you have a center for politics and you can be to the right of center when you are backing the billionaires and the big business, or you can be to the left of center when you're backing all the people that make the billionaires the billionaires. Do you see the silliness of the equation? In fact, it's not really an equation because an equation would hint at equability, equanimity. So there you are. The Italian government's not far right. They have moral values, says the voice of reason. So there we have it. Right. Yes. Well, we should all have moral values. Do you not think every government and every politician needs to have moral values? If not, then throw them out. DINKY-DOO, Saskatchewan, says Hader. Saskatchewan is the most Scottish, but Saskatchewan is Canada. Am I right? North America. DINKY-DOO, DINKY-DOO, Chazza. And we're both from the same clan. I'm a McClue. BPs. How lovely to meet you and to have you on here. I'm not sure I want any aristocrats on my side. Esme, always have aristocrats on your side if you can get them, because they generally are very, very experienced in things that are very important. So quite often aristocrats, not all of them, like any sector in society, there's a few dafties, but a lot of them are very experienced in things like administration, land administration, handling large amounts of money. So there you go. It's a bit like the House of Lords. When people go, oh, abolish the House of Lords. I say, no, 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 they're worth their weight in gold because they keep the House of Commons in check. So there you have it. Hi, Mr. Martin, says Susan. Hello, Susan, says Mr. Martin. They like a wee conversation on Scottie McClue. Guys, if you're watching on the YouTube channel, can you give me a thumbs up to the bottom left of the picture? There's a little thumbs up. Just click on that to give us a thumbs up. And subscribe if you haven't already done so. Not sure. So there you are. So Esme, get thinking about aristocrats. Very important. Would you support a monarchy in an independent Scotland? Jamie, there would never, ever, ever be an independent Scotland without everyone supporting the monarchy 100%. That's what's wrong with certain people, certain Scottish people these days. They haven't quite got their head around the fact the monarchy is axiomatic to Scotland because it's a Scottish institution. Well, it's the British monarchy now, but Scotland took over the English crown in 1603. And the motto of the Scottish crown, Nemo me impune lacessit, nobody attacks me with impunity. Yes, what door meddle we me in braid scoots. So there you are, the voice of reason. They are far right, says Lee. Well, Lee, it depends where you're coming from. I mean, a communist would probably find the Labour Party far right. Scottie, thoughts on me seeing you at an... Yes, well, you wouldn't have seen me, Angus, so no thoughts on that, I can say. You would never, ever have seen me on that. So I think you've seen some other... You're live on Scotty's phone in. First name, please. Panic. Didn't know their name. Too difficult a question. Always the hard questions first, folks. So there you are. So we don't bother with any of that. Angus. I'm from the same clan as Robert the Bruce. Well, that would be the Bruce clan. Yes. I think the clue's in the word there. Stop talking about politics. I can't understand. Well, no, we're not talking really about politics. We're just touching on it. I mean, I'm apolitical myself, So there we are. My two brain cells are failing. Oh, not at all. Stop. Up the Royal Artillery, says Mikey. Mikey, we salute you. A very fine regiment of the British Army, the Royal Artillery. Up the Royal Artillery, says Mikey McCulloch. Now, tell us a joke, Scottie. Well, we told you one, so we've done that. Stay fabulous, Scottie. Scottie, you haven't got a clue, mate. Well, Fraz, haven't got a clue about what, And tell us a bit more. No, Liam. No, I'm elsewhere. They fought against the Royalists, then supported them against Cromwell. Good, Jamie, because Cromwell was a baddie, a real baddie. Is there any update in getting back into radio again, Scottie? You should have plenty of offers, surely. I'm sure Hallam FM would have you back. I'm sure they would. Absolutely. But then again, I suppose I would need to move to Sheffield again. And I've already stayed in Sheffield for 4 years. Been to Yorkshire twice, loved every second of it, though. I'm certainly not complaining. I would go back in a heartbeat. What about the Battle of Roslin? Yes, Roslin Chapel. The Battle of Roslin. When was that? Are we talking the Knights Templar? Can you say hello to Lily, who loves listening to you? She's just 4. I can, Martin. Hello, Lily. Dinky-Doo from Scottie McClue. There we go. What have we got here? You're so funny, Scottie. Absolutely. Thoughts on refugees? Do you think we should keep them? So there we are. I think we'll get rid of you, Angus. You sound a wee bit of a dafty. Guys, we're saying cheerio to Angus for having a lack of intelligence. I know it's not fair to do that, but he's obviously not into intelligence. Right, that's Angus away. Do you support the DUP or Sinn Féin? Well, no, I'm apolitical. But Sinn Féin, of course, were big monarchists. So I think if you have Sinn Féin in, do you not think we should invite the monarch back into Northern Ireland into Ireland as the king? So there we are, the monarch into Northern Ireland. Listen to me, I do apologise. So there you go. So the Democratic Unionist Party and Sinn Féin, I think they need to be working closely together to strengthen Northern Ireland. Dinky-Doo, Scottie. Ulster is Scottish. Well, Ulster is 9 counties. Northern Ireland is 6 counties. Ulster is the old kingdom, and you have Ulster Scots. You're 100% correct. The voice of reason. Because the Italian government believes the sanctity of human life and marriage between a man and a woman doesn't make them far right. They have moral values. A society built on liberalism dies. Yes, I wonder if anybody's telling the Liberals that at their conference. There we are, liberalism. But you're quite right. I mean, that sort of left-wing liberalism doesn't actually work, neither does communism. Hello, you're live on Scottish Phone In. Who's that?
Hello, I'm Max.
Max, nice to hear you. I'm Scottie Dinky-Doo. What can I do for you, Max?
Can you say that Rangers are the best team on the planet?
Rangers are the best team on the planet. And would you back this up? Have you had evidence of this, Max?
Yeah, I would, yeah.
Yep, right. I'll put that out to the nation. And thanks for your call, Dinky-Doo. That's him. He's gone. There we are. He doesn't do Dinky-Doo. Very good. Good phone call, Max. Right. Max has just said Rangers are the best team in the world, did he say? Is he 100% correct? Let's have your feedback. The Tories definitely put the Irish agreement in jeopardy. Esme. Yes, they did with all that Brexit stuff. Yes, the protocol. Come on, the mighty Spurs, says Ben. Dinky-Doo. IRA are freedom fighters. Britain started. No. Listen, Mikey. IRA are finished. Gone. 100 years ago. Right? Gone. This is 2023. Right? Ireland has been free for 101 years. We don't need any freedom fighters. Have you got it? Capisce? Capisci, as we say in Italy. So there you are. And when you say the British started it, the British probably had to stop it, had to put a stop to it. You see, had the IRA not misbehaved in the 1920s or up until 1921, 22, the Black and Tans would never have been sent in. But the IRA were murdering the Ulster Constabulary. And they had to send in the Black and Tans. Now, I am certainly no fan of the Black and Tans, but they certainly put a stop to the nonsense. You know, I've watched The Wind That Shakes the Barley. I can tell you, a great movie. But no, you're wrong there, Mikey. There's no freedom fighters. You've got your freedom. You've had it for 101 years. Why would you have a freedom fighter? You've got terrorists. That's all you've got. So there you go. The UK government have blown up plenty of people. I don't think the president would have blown up. Well, maybe, yes. There's always action going on, isn't there? Do you think Britain would rejoin the EU? Well, I don't think Britain should ever have left the EU. That was just sheer madness. The government were very strong on remaining, and then they'd gone so far down the line, the billionaires had obviously said, look, if we have to pay tax, we're out of here. So they said, don't worry, we'll get out of the EU, because the EU were going to look into the billionaires' tax affairs, the elites. And that wasn't popular. So you had a very, very highly funded Leave campaign, and they just worked the people from the back like puppets. And of course, you got all your xenophobics going, oh, let's go, I go out of that. And of course, what did it do? Economic annihilation and political fragmentation. So really, the UK now is a spent force because they've been heisted by their own petard. We begged and begged and begged on bended knee to be part of Europe in the 60s. Thank God for TikTok. My friend found me on here. She thought I died years ago. Now she knows I've not. Lena, I get that as well. People say, my God, Scotty, I thought you were dead. So there you are. So I don't know. The EU's in a bit of a mess now. DINKY-DOO, Scotty says, Harley. Fantastic stuff. Sounding like a Scottish separatist now, Scotty. Well, I don't talk about separatists, right? I talk about Scotland keeping its income and not becoming a cash cow, well, being a cash cow for Westminster. They've taken all that oil away from Scotland. How's the Scottish economy looking? Newsflash. So there you go. So I think your real separatists for Scotland were your Brexiteers. You know, the people that voted for Brexit, they have broken up the UK, they've broken Britain, and the shell is already struggling. Newsflash. Scotty, stay fabulous. DINKY-DOO. 100% Scotty, excellent. Johnny boy. Scotty, should we let the refugees in or keep them out? My opinion, we should keep them out. Angus, I think we'll have to say a lifetime ban to you. Yes, we don't like racism on here. We are. Fantastic. No, I don't think so. How amazing. Right, what's happened there? We've lost the YouTube, have we? Let's see if we've lost the YouTube, guys. I think we lost the YouTube channel there, did we? There we are. No, we seem to be back. We seem to be fine. Fantastic. I'm a royalist, Scotty, but what are your thoughts on the UK becoming a republic? I know Louis XVI wasn't popular, mostly thanks to had in Paris this week. Absolutely. I thought, my goodness, to see the French, the adoration of the British monarchy. We're back to the Entente Cordiale of 1904 with the great Edward VII. That would be Prince Charles's great-great-grandfather. I think I've got that right. Is that right, guys? DINKY-DOO, Scotty Graham, DINKY-DOO. Lovely to have you with us and a warm welcome. Did we lose you on the YouTube channel, guys? So there you are. So no, I don't think we would ever have a republic. And I'll tell you for why. Because we are run on the crown. And the crown is run by huge financiers in the city. right? So the crown, when the crown goes and makes a fortune abroad, it all comes back into the exchequer. The curator and custodian of the crown is King Charles, and he'll do a fantastic job. Prior to King Charles, the curator and custodian of the crown was Her late Majesty Queen Elizabeth II. So no, never, ever, ever would a republic be entertained in the United Kingdom, and certainly not in Scotland. The Scots simply wouldn't have it. That was one of the reasons that Scotland lost the 2014 referendum on independence, because the loyalists, which are probably well over 50% of the electorate, thought, no, we don't trust this lot to keep the monarchy. The monarchy is very important in Scotland. It was fantastic to see his visit to France being so well received by the French. Absolutely, Lee Fern. Talk about entente cordiale. Dinky-Doo, Scottie. Fantastic. Lovely to have you with us, I say to you. Scottie, why aren't you answering? I'm trying to phone you. We answered Chezza. There we are. Spit it out, Scottie. I will do. Happening, bro. Free Fife. Ken. Hey, bonny lad. What have we got here? Okay, but aristocrats don't like us common people. No. I've met virtually every member of the aristocracy. And they have absolutely no problem with people at all, because, you see, particularly in Scotland, without the people, the aristocracy would be nothing. It would just be a title, maybe even a defunct title. So there we are. I say to you, Dinky-Doo, Harley. There, I'm on Hoots. Is that you in the background, Scottie? There I am. Lord Reith the Labrador. Guys, everybody subscribe if you're on the YouTube channel. Now, there's Angus being a bit silly again. Yes, let's get rid of Angus, guys. Oh, he's gone, hasn't he? We got rid of him. Yes, yes. Angus is well away. There we go. Fantastic. Being rude. How dare you? Scottie, my granddad says he fought with you. So there we go. No, wrong again. Bye, Angus. Bye, guys. There we go. Chazza, I think we'll just mute you. Will we ban Chazza, guys? He keeps going on about say this and say that. Shall we ban him? Wait till we see. Ban for Chazza? We'll mute him. We'll mute him. There we are. That's Chazza muted. Hello tonight again. I was at Ibrox Stadium. Was that today? Was there a game on today? Tell us more. I say to you, there we go. Just mute him. Kid Crystal, very fair. We've just muted him. So Chaz has been muted for being silly. Are you the guy who was at TFM late nights in the 90s? I am indeed Andre. Yes, I did. Scottie McClue's phone in. There we are. Bye, Chaz. This is Esme. Quite right, Esme. Any cheek guys, any dodgy-looking handles, anybody trying to get me to say something inappropriate? Straight down the Swanee. You are brilliant, says Andrew. Thank you, Andrew. I'm glad you liked it, because we used to get everybody doing their nut. Where did you attend university, says Fraser? Glasgow University, Fraser. The finest university in the world. I don't think you'd get an argument there. I say to you, I can't see all the comments on my little YT comments screen for some reason. Lee Fern, you should be able to see them. It's called Top Chat. There you are. If anybody's feeling flush, then they can tap the dollar sign at the bottom and send me a quid. It's over now, says Northern Ireland, UK. It's over now. Yep, absolutely. How did it go? Tell us about it. What was your degree in? It was in dramatic arts. There we are. Shout out to the Kirkcudbright troops, Scottie. Wally boy. We love Kirkcudbright. What a fine part of the world, I say to you. Guys, if you're watching on the TikTok, please get subscribing, following. Go up to the top left, follow, and let's have another 32 followers. did you get a first? Well, I got there first, Esme, I can tell you. So I got the best one I could. There you have it. Dinky-Doo. Oh, that is lush. Esme's laughing. Can you tell us a joke? Oh, I'm not really a terribly humorous man, as you know. If you check out all my TikTok videos and check out my YouTube videos. What is it you did or do for a living? Roach, I inform, educate, and entertain for a living. My wife, that's what she's called, has just sent me red roses. And she's sent me a huge number of red roses. About 20 red roses, guys. Thank you so much, my wife. That's not like my wife that she's just called my wife. Thank you to Enzitsiki and my wife for contributing to the live goal. Guys, there's a wee live goal there. It's only red roses. You never, ever, ever have to contribute a thing. But my wife has just got the #1 gifter badge. If you're feeling flush, a couple of roses in there, because we use it for advertising and we're saving up to buy equipment. Lee Fan says, I managed to get TFM radio in South Yorkshire, so I listened to your show a lot. Wasn't it after you left Hallam FM? Also remember you being on Magic too. No, I think we were Hallam and TFM, and we were on Liverpool, and we were on Hull, Viking, Radio City. What else were we on? We're on the whole lot, guys. I mean, fantastic. There we go. Shouldn't it be your wife? No, Esme. It's my wife is her handle. Rangers 1-1-0, but we do have a few of our top players injured at the moment, so it could have been better. Well, no, Northern Ireland. If you're a Rangers fan, we had a young gentleman on earlier who was telling us Rangers were the finest football team in the world. Do you agree with that? There we are. Dinky-Doo from Ecclesfield, Scottie, Anglo-Saxon. How much do I love Ecclesfield? Used to love driving down the hill in the big old church at the corner on the left. Do you remember? And then I would drive out to Chapelton. You know, Chapelton. There we are. Do you know Shire Green? Weren't you on Norfolk Digital? I was on Esme. I was on Great Yorkshire Radio Digital. And the digital may well have leaked into North Norfolk. I wouldn't be surprised, because there's kind of nothing to stop radio running down the East Coast there. It's beautiful. I remember when we were on Century Radio in the Northwest and the Northeast and the Midlands. And I got a call one night and a guy said, hi, Scottie, I'm listening to you in London on the Queen Elizabeth Bridge. I said, what's it like? He said, pretty good. It kind of comes and goes a wee bit. And I thought, we are on in London because the truckers loved the late night phone-in show so much. Everybody did. And I can't understand why you don't get a switched on programmer that goes, Scottie, could I take the phone in right now to this day? Because I spoke to somebody very, very senior in the media, and I said to them, if I went on radio tonight, would the huge audience come back? And he went, yes, instant. Isn't that beautiful? Yeah, but there's always some wee guy who's maybe a former airtime salesperson or an accountant goes, oh, I don't know. Yes, is he not a wee bit outrageous? Is he not a wee bit very popular? And would he not maybe get us a great big audience? Yes. Oh, no. We'll maybe just stick with playing the music and getting a few crumbs from the table. Yes. That's kind of You know, radio boss speak, isn't it? Do you know anything about the aeroplane runway that was in Grangemouth? Now, Pablo. No, I don't. I don't. I'm very interested. Scotty, you should do the late show again. It would be hilarious now. James, it would be fabulous. It just needs a switched on programmer to go, yep, I'll take that, Scotty. We know it's a winner, and we make big pennies from adverts on your show. Meadow Hall. Yes, Lee, we love Meadow Hall. Scotty, tell us about the time you were reprimanded by John Myers. Ah, Mr. Martin, the late, great John Myers, yes. You can see it on video. You'll see it on the TikTok video and the YouTube video. And the great man called me in, and he said he used to fix you. See, now look here, see. I can defend you on that. I can't defend you on that, see. So you have to behave. So I had to behave because he would have axed the show. Whoever pays the piper calls the tune, I always say. Guys, we're going to have to go soon. Scotty, I saw a tornado clean Harry's Road up, Anglo-Saxon. I would believe you. I was with the wonderful programmer from Hallam FM one day, and we're going for a bite of lunch along Harry's Road. We're going into the town, but we'd come out Harry's Road and we're going along the big main bypass, the dual carriageway. And he went, look at that, Scotty. And it was a mini tornado spinning. So I would believe you, where the currents of air meet. What about the Soldier's Leap? Yes, at Killiecrankie, Roger. Absolutely, the Soldier's Leap. Fantastic. Oh my goodness me. You guys can have another 20 followers right now. If you're watching, get following. Everybody should follow Scottie McClue. And can we have some more tapping? We've only got 2 minutes. 2 more minutes. And then we have to dash off, I say to you. So there you are. So that'd be wonderful. If you're watching on the YouTube channel, please pop down to the bottom left, click the thumbs up sign there, and please subscribe. If you're watching on TikTok, please follow right now. Look at all the videos and share them. Yeah. Dinky-Doo, Scottie McClue, says Mikey G. Fantastic. Thank you for following. Scotty, you still have all your teeth. You've looked after yourself. Yes, I do. There they are. One to Google. Right, and Kaz. I shall do that. I used to get the train from Barnsley to Sheffield when I worked at H-Bus. It went through Wombwell, Elsica, Chapeltown, Meadowhall, and Sheffield. The train at platform 1. Hi, the train at platform 1 is going to Sheffield via Barnsley, Wombwell, Elsica, Chapeltown, Meadowhall, and Sheffield. How would I do when I get an announcing's job? Need you back on the night radio? We popped in to say it's a Dreich day going back inside. Mikey G, you're right. We're going to have to dash. I love you all. Oh, ta-ra, lads. Have a fantastic day, everybody. So lovely to be with you, I say to you. John's wife, Linda, is a nice lady, an exceptionally nice lady. Yes, I had the privilege of staying with the Myers when I first went down to Red Rose. So there you are. They very kindly had me staying for a few nights till I got on my feet. And they are just a lovely, lovely family. And I miss Big John so much. A fine fellow. Spot on, Scotty. Did you like that one, Lee? We have to go. Stick out your tongue and say ta-ta. Love you all. Ta-ta, lads. And once more, after two, papa.